Hello. So today is the 13th. It's a Saturday and yesterday was a Friday and I didn't do any writing last night. Well, I did do some writing. So the prompt-based writing that I've been doing, I am still doing that. I've kept up with it. I did a prompt last night and then I did one this morning. I've been having such a great time with it that it just starkly contrasts with how I've been feeling about my novel recently. And basically, I feel more strongly towards the characters, if there are any, in the short little snippets that I've been writing for the prompt-based project. I feel way more strongly towards them than, like, my characters in my novel. And I know that that's a problem because my characters, I know nothing about and I don't care about them at all. I don't know nothing about them. I know some things about them, but it doesn't show. I'm just having a hard time. I really think that I need to do something to get into a good space with the novel, because right now the only reason I'm continuing with it as it is right now is because of Camp Nanowrimo. If it weren't because of Camp Nanowrimo, I would be going back to the beginning and doing a little bit of a revision. I want to go back. I want to go back and I don't know, figure out more of what's going on and kind of spend more time on it. So what I really want to do, now that I'm at this point, which is kind of a bit of a turning point, I don't know, it's things are going to be different, and they have been different, but they're going to be even more different. And I would like to go and see what I can do in the beginning to make it better so that I can have something that I feel like is holding up this whole story on the back end. And I also just feel like what I'm doing is incredibly weak. Like, at the beginning I felt like it was pretty strong and I really enjoyed the world that I had created. The character was pretty interesting as well, and now I'm just not doing anything worthwhile. I do not enjoy how things are going, and I need to do something to change how things are going. I think if I continue with what I have right now, I will have a weak novel that is not interesting on its own. Yeah. I don't know, I just feel like my time is worth more than me writing another bad novel, because I've already done that before a couple times. So here's my thing. I know I can keep writing what I'm writing, and I know I can finish it, but I don't think it's gonna be good, and I'm not excited about it. I think it'll be a story. I think it'll be a novel. But I'm not really interested in it, and I'm also not really interested in revising it as it would be. And I'm thinking, because I know that I have this writing prompt project, I'm gonna do something weird, and I'm gonna kind of cheat, I guess, with Camp Nanowrimo. I'm gonna change what I'm doing to be just working on developing myself as a writer by using these writing prompts. And then basically, sorry, this is like having a breakdown about writing on camera, because before I was doing this, I was like, oh, I'm gonna write, and maybe I should film before I've done that, because I haven't filmed in a while. So here's the thing. I think I need to develop myself as a writer who is competent at creating stories that are full and good before I should write this novel. That's how I feel about it. And that, I don't think I'm being a perfectionist with this. I think I need to figure out how to write well in something that's smaller first. And I think that's why I've been having so much fun with the prompts, because they're pretty short. And at the end of writing it, I can go and fiddle around with things a little bit, edit it so that I like it, and then it's like a complete thing that I like. So I like that. And they have more character and more interest in them than my novel does. So I think this is all stemming from I read Becoming a Writer, and now I'm like, I'm doing everything wrong. But I'm fine with that, because then at least I know what I can do now. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the prompt-based things. I'm going to do that for the month. And then, when I'm done with that, I'm going to take some of them and write short stories. And then if any of those I want to turn into a novel, I can do that. And then I think I'm also going to work on revision stuff. So I think I'm honestly like, I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but I think it's the right thing to do. I'm going to put a pin in my novel for the current moment, and I am not going to work on it for the rest of the month. And I'm going to instead change what I'm working on for Camp Nanowrimo to be these prompt-based writings, and that's it. Yeah. Now I can put more effort, or justify the effort that I'm putting into the prompt-based stuff with that it's going towards the Camp Nanowrimo stuff. This has been a really fun journey. I'm getting like sentimental about this because I'm kind of losing my mind a little bit. So here's the thing. I started with a writing vlog because I actually filmed a video. I didn't edit it because I don't read out loud very well at all, like at all. So it was a full video of me reading the notes on my old phones, because in my notes on my old phones I used to write, or drafts and that, I used to write like novels basically, and ideas for novels and plotting for novels, and just everything about writing was on my phone. And so I was like, oh hey, I'm gonna try to write on my phone again. I'm gonna try to write novels again. And so I was like, whoa, I'm gonna write. I'm gonna be a writer again. I love writing. And then I started working on this novel because it's an idea that was in my phone notes forever. It's been in there multiple times. It's about a long-distance relationship where there's wormholes, and that's the big idea, is that, or where there's teleportation or whatever. And so I dived into this novel without anything, and it was really just a fun experiment in, can I be a writer again, even though it's been quite a while since I've even thought about it. And I found out that yes, I can do that, which is great, because that's a wonderful thing to learn from an experiment like that. So now that I know that I can do that, I want to make myself better, because I don't think I'm good enough to write this novel yet. And I don't think I've been good enough to write a lot of the stories that I really want to write. And although I've done NaNoWriMo before and completed, I think, a pretty cool story with pretty cool characters and everything that I haven't revised, I think that in order to do something that's really authentic to me and that's kind of like what I can provide rather than like some mishmash of stories that I've read and like trying to piece things together into something that looks like something. Instead of doing that, I want to start from more of a basic sense and build up to this novel thing. Because it has been a while since I've actually practiced writing well. It's been since like high school or whatever. So, yes, this has been a very big decision that I've decided to make and film at the same time. I have been really, really, really enjoying the writing prompt stuff. And I've also used it for drawing prompts, so that basically I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna use these prompts for everything that I enjoy creatively. So here's one for weather. It's a smoke. And then this is, ignore these are bad. And then there's this, can you see her? She's so cute. She's a little old lady doing some embroidery. So I've been doing that, which has been a blast, and I've been writing things that I'm really interested in. Alright, let me spruce up my Camp Nanowrimo business. I'm just gonna put the words that I did for whichever prompt. I mean, the whole goal is to just do a prompt a day, and let me see what my average, this is gonna take a while. Let me see what my average prompt-based writing length is in words, and then I'll see if that's on par with what my writing goal is, and we'll see if this can work. Okay. Hello! So today is the 16th, and I just completed my 15th writing prompt. So I guess there were only 30 days. Hello, Gordon. Why are you rubbing yourself on my tripod? Sorry. Oh man, I'm a little bit warm. I just got back in from a walk. It is now absolutely sunset. Like the sun set like 15 minutes ago. Let me see. I feel so much happier with my current like writing practice than I had been feeling. This is distracting, isn't it? I feel so much happier with my current writing process and the switch from working on the sci-fi novel to just working on developing myself as a writer. I feel so much better. I feel like I have quite a lot to update on because it has been a bit of a while, so let me see what is going on. I have been tracking my word count through an Excel spreadsheet because my Camp Nanowrimo is just based on how many prompts I complete, which I'm tracking as pages. Here's the graph. So here I have all of my prompts, except for the one from today. Let me pull that up. So this is my prompt for today. This was 290 words. So I'll just add that. There we go. So you can see I had one day which was like way more than the others, and it's kind of interesting to see like where I'm tending towards and what I'm fluctuating around. One of the thoughts in doing a prompt-based writing or a like a daily writing thing is to see how much can be written in the time, and to increase the amount writing in a given time. Here I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself because this is my zine that I'm kind of putting together for this project. And so I haven't edited these pieces yet. I'm just kind of using them as placeholders right now. But I have added some illustrations. So this is kind of what I'm working on right now. After I finish one of the illustrations. I want to do another illustration today so that I can kind of keep up on that. So I think the last prompt I did was sunglasses for the illustration. And now I'm on dot, which I wrote about ladybugs, because my photo was also about ladybugs. So I think I might do a ladybug illustration, or it might be more directly tied to this actual thing. This was one of the shorter ones, but I feel like I had like everything I wanted to say I had said, so it felt complete. So this is my Camp Nanowrimo stuff. Here's what I was saying as my target page count is 30 because I have 30 prompts. But I guess there's 31 days in July. No, there's 31 days in July, but there was only 30 days in June. So I think on this 31st, depending on where I'm at that stage, I might actually work on editing all of these. Or if I finish early as well, then I can work on editing. Oop, we're doing some focus weirdness. So that's pretty much how things are going. Yeah, I'm finding it interesting how much I'm writing about plants, but it's kind of weird because what I'm writing is pretty heavily based on the photos that I took for the prompts as well. And because I take a lot of photos in our backyard, they are related to plants and weeds and stuff like that. And I also have been spending quite a bit of time gardening, but quite a lot of the work is kind of around that. But it is also a June like theme, so that might be part of it as well. I think it would be interesting if I did actually do a prompt list that I didn't have any photos for beforehand, to see how influenced by the photography I am when I'm doing the writing. Not that I think it's a bad thing, I just wonder what other subjects I would be talking about as well. I've basically fallen off of this board because this board was tracking my novel progress, and I'm not working on the novel at all anymore, at least for the foreseeable future. So yeah, I think I might do a little bit of painting. Alright, that is all I have to say. Okay, bye!